Yes, it's me, Mike Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Gas Shocks, home of the 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup. Audi Tyres, find the best tyres for your vehicle, supplying all the top brands to keep you covered in every season and every condition. Tarox Brakes, the art of slowing down, precision engineered in Italy for ultimate performance, and specialised automotive services, specialists in high quality automotive maintenance and classic car restoration. You can find the details of all our proud sponsors for this episode in the show notes. I'd like to welcome to the Backseat Driver a man of, shall we say, many facets. Welder, fabricator, mechanic, resto-modder, and that's restoring modified cars, or modifying restored cars, call it what you will. But I'd like to welcome to Backseat Driver the one, the only Mr. Tony Shine.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you.
Right. Basically, let's get it out of the way. What is resto-mod?
Resto-mod. A resto-mod is a car that looks sort of as it did when it left the factory.
Yeah.
But the underpinnings are nothing like.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of them.
It's a shell.
It's a shell. Basically, it's a shell, yeah. So a lot of them now are the body shell on a new generation floor pan.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of them are going.
Yeah. How did you get into this? Because, I mean, you now work in the car industry. You work for Specialised Automotive Services, one of the Backseat Driver's main sponsors. But what you do is quite mundane compared to what you do away. But how did all this come about?
I've always been into cars, since a really early age. And as a lot of us do, I started with the Volkswagens, Beetles.
Yeah.
I had a Volkswagen Fastback at 18.
Yeah.
Modified them, lowered them. The cowlook scene was quite big at the time.
Yeah.
So went through all them. Then I got into the Fords. So I had Ford Escorts, a lot of Ford Escorts.
Yeah.
All the Max Power stuff.
Yeah.
We did all that sort of stuff, really creative stuff. Well, old hat now, I must say, but
yeah.
At the time it was really creative, you know what I mean? It got a bit wacky towards the end of the
Max Power was, it was a magazine that became an absolute movement.
Oh, it was massive. It was massive. And it's gaining now.
It's coming back.
It's coming back, correct. Yes, it's coming back. The kitted cars are coming back. Yes, they are. Yeah.
So, your most famous one at the moment is your Ford Cortina, Mark II Ford Cortina. I use that description, Mark II Ford Cortina, very loosely.
Yeah.
Because apart from the bit of the bodywork, there's not a lot of it Mark II Ford Cortina anymore, is there?
No.
Just run us through, front to back, back to front, you tell me.
Yeah, basically...
Top to bottom, since it don't sit as high as what it did.
No, definitely not. So basically, the car is a 1968 Mark II Cortina.
That you found in a lay-by.
I found it in a lay-by, yeah. Down in Tunbridge in Kent, where I am actually from.
Oh, right.
So I moved up here a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
So found that car back in a lay-by, and it was a two-door.
Yeah.
But it was a 1300, so it wasn't anything special.
Yeah.
It's not a GT or anything like that. It's just a base model.
Yeah.
So I put a Fiat twin cam in it and 5-speed box. Lowered it, 15-inch alloys, slammed it, painted it purple.
Yeah.
And that's how it lived for a lot of
life. Was that meant to be about it?
That was meant to be it. But then, obviously, the big wheels started coming on the market.
Yeah.
So I brought a set of MB Imperias, 22-inch rears, 20-inch fronts. And I wanted to put them in the Mark II.
Yeah.
But you know where this is going. They weren't going to go in that car. So I got a bit drastic with it.
You have to start cutting bits of bodywork away.
Yeah, most of it. So all the outer shell is all its original panels.
Yeah.
So the doors, the wings, the bonnet, everything is all the original panels. But the roof's been chopped 3.5. The windscreen's been laid back 4.
Yeah.
And everything modified to suit. The chassis is a full laser cut frame underneath it, 4x2.
That you build yourself?
I built myself. I designed it, and then where I worked at the time, they CAD'd it, and it got cut on a tube laser.
Yeah.
So the frame's pretty accurate. And then on that, it's got XJ40 running gear.
Yeah.
The rear end's narrowed 12-inch. The front end probably more like 15-inch.
Yeah.
And then obviously the big wheels on it. Rover V8 engine, 3.5, low compression lump. ARP head studs on it.
Set as far back as you can get it.
Yes, the idea was to get it a bit like a TVR.
Yeah.
So the engine is well under the bulkhead, halfway under the bulkhead. The dashboard is 10 inches longer than stock, but it is a stock dash.
Yeah.
And then it runs a big T3, T4 single turbo.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've got an RX-8 gearbox in it as well.
Yeah.
So it drive, but the idea was to make it low, look like it wouldn't drive.
Yeah.
But it goes everywhere. And
of course, it's flat. You were saying it's flat inside.
It's flat. The floor pan's completely flat. You sit on the floor. The pedals are more or less level with you.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a quirky seating position.
Yeah.
But it's not uncomfy, if you know what I mean. It is a driver. It is a driver, even though it does look a bit mad. It's not on air ride. It's coilovers.
Yeah.
So
now you're talking about suspension. What suspension do you put on them?
This has got, it's all Jag, but I've just modified the front now, so it's got a top adjustable wishbone.
Yeah.
So I can move the camber on the wheel now, which I haven't been able to do with the standard wishbones. So it runs AVO coilovers.
Yeah.
Front and back, which I've always used AVO stuff. So it's just designed to ride at a certain ride height.
Yeah.
You know, it still goes over sleeping policeman.
Yeah.
It goes everywhere. 2 up, it's great.
Yeah.
Drives everywhere. Even in the snow.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like you were saying, Fords have always been a very popular vehicle for all this. I mean, what is it about Fords that folk love cutting up? For want of a better description.
I don't know. I think the thing with the Mark II was always the ugly duckling. The Mark I was a really nice car.
The Mark I was basically an American-style car.
Yes,
that was
with the fins on the back.
That was from the era when the British were trying to make cars look American.
Yeah.
But because they were so small, it never worked.
No. And then the Mark II was a bit square.
Yeah.
It still had a sort of shape to it, but then the Mark III had a lovely Coke bottle back end.
Yeah.
So it was the car in the middle that no one liked.
I mean, just putting in, when I was a kid, I grew up, my dad had a Mark I Super, but a Mark I GT.
Yep.
And then we moved to a Mark II, and we had a 1600 Super, and then we had what at the time was the absolute ultimate, a 1600E in aubergine.
Aubergine. That was colour and half. Yeah. No, it was the ugly duckling, and that's sort of what drew me to it. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
It was. You couldn't define the 3-box saloon better than a Mark II.
No.
Mark II Cortina, could you?
No. And so the idea of the build was to keep it looking like a Mark II.
Yeah.
I didn't want to change the lights. I didn't want to change.
I must say, I've seen the car. If you squint, it's still a Mark II.
It's a Mark II, yeah. It's still a Mark II.
A bit different, though.
But, yeah, it's just a windscreen angle.
Yeah.
Because the windscreen's laid back 4 inches.
Yeah.
And the roof's come down 3.5. It just changes the whole look of the car.
Yeah.
You know, just that one mod alone.
Yeah.
You know, there's loads of other mods on it, body-wise, but the roof chop. It's surprising how many people don't even notice that it's been chopped.
Oh. That'd be more slightly when I saw it.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't notice because they come up to you and they say, what have you done? It looks different.
Yeah.
And then when you tell them, of course you have. You know what I mean?
It's a bit like when you shave your beard off. Have you had your hair?
Oh, no. Yeah. That's it, yeah. No, so, but the car is, you know, it took 6 years to build.
Yeah.
And I did everything to it. I painted it, did all the bodywork, painted it, bead-rolled all the floor pans, built the chassis, built the engine, settled the suspension up, wired it.
Yeah.
Everything. Trimmed it, everything.
Yeah.
So that car is just solo effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, just out of interest, because you've done others as well, and we'll come on to those, when you build a chassis and everything else, How do you go on with the chassis number? Because every car has a chassis number. Well, all of a sudden, your car's chassis is not. Is do they retain their original number? How does all this work?
It retains the original chassis number. I mean, that's always run because it's been done so many years. That car, because I've had that car 31 years. You know what I mean. So it's been done a real long time. So back in the day, I took the chassis number out of the car and put it into the new chassis. You know what I mean? Because and that's the way you did it. You know what I mean? But it's been on the road for a good few years now.
And how do you design a chassis? Do you find the original chassis design and go off that? Or do you start from scratch?
You use all the geometry from the donor car. So all the geometry for the suspension, the XJ40. So you jig it up. So you build a jig as it was on the cross member, so the front with the wishbones. So you jig it up to that, and then you narrow it. But it's still got the same geometry as what it did have from the first place.
So just putting in, basically, you take an XJ40 chassis and shrink it.
And then
I know that's very simplified.
So once you've jigged it up and shrunk it, because obviously you're trying to get your wheels in. So on the Cortina, the front end's narrowed that much. Because the car sits that low. You still got to turn the wheels. So you've got to turn the wheels inside and then work out your widths. And then that gives you a new cross member width. And then you build the chassis in accordance with that. So your ride height. So it all dictates the ride height of the car. Your kick-ups on the frame for the rear, especially the rear suspension. So the layout plans dictate all them dimensions where it's got to be. So it does take a bit of working out, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, do you like, for one better, to put the shell on it periodically to see if it all fits?
Yes. So that shell was dowel-pin because it was such a floppy shell, so nothing inside it. So take it on and off, it's just like a jelly. So I put a dowel pin in the body shell to line up in the chassis. So that when that body went on every time, it sat in the same position. So then you can start building stuff and take it off, build the next bit, you know what I mean, and so forth. And so that car was a complete rolling shell with the roll cage welded on before I welded the body on. So the body's welded back on, so it's still a monocoque shell like it was originally. It's not a body bolt, unbolt, or like that. It's still exactly the same as it was.
So, but I mean, you're basically building a car from scratch, aren't you?
Basically, yeah. Which I'd never done before. So to try and do that was like just madness, really.
I mean, where did you gain the experience? Or did you read a lot of books, or did you talk to a lot of folk?
Talking to a lot of folk, and also I brought the Boyd Connington chassis book.
Oh yes.
So I read that from front to back quite a few times before I even built that car to give a general idea of what I was doing, you know what I mean? Because I'd never done that before, you know what I mean? So, and then obviously the internet weren't quite as, when I built that car, there weren't really much internet about, you know what I mean? So
yes, folks, there was a day when there was no internet.
So
and your phone was attached to the wall.
Now it's easy, isn't it? You just Google it, you know. But no, so back then it was a little bit harder to get, you know. And how on earth do you do that, you know? You know, but it's just sometimes you've got to make stuff, which I did. I set all the steering up. I got everything set up. I modified all my rack so it's the right width for bump steer and everything. And I put it on the car. I turned the steering wheel left. And the wheels went right. Because the jag steering is at the back of the cross member. Not the front. So I put a rack on it that's supposed to be at the back of the cross member. And put it on the front. And it turns right, not left. So then I got a left-hand drive Sierra rack. And put that on, and it went the right way. Do you know what I mean? So you learn sometimes by your mistakes. So
I concluded you'll have to remember what each component comes off for you.
Yep. And that's one thing that back then people did. Cars were built from loads of other cars.
Yeah.
You know, so that car's Jag XJ40 running gear.
Yeah.
It's Nissan 350Z front calipers.
Yeah.
BMW front discs. A Sierra steering rack.
Yeah.
It's got an aftermarket Chevy steering column.
Yeah.
The back end is obviously all Jag XJ40.
Yeah.
You know, gearbox is RX-8.
Yeah.
Prop shaft is a RX-8 to a Jag.
Yeah.
Which has been specially made from a place in Leeds. You know, so, but like you say, when you come to maintain these cars,
yeah,
you've got to remember what.
You have a list of what bit comes off what.
You have a book. You have a book of what's in it. You know, and then some stuff gets changed and upgraded, which is what's happening to the car over the last 2 or 3 years. You know, to make it more of a driver.
I mean, I know you said you'd a problem because it's a Rover V8 in it.
Yes,
but that's modified.
That's modified, yeah.
So, I mean, the Rover V8 was a favourite engine. I don't know whether it still is, because, I mean, I dare say there's becoming a shortage of the things around the place now.
I have a few of them. The spares. No, it's back in the day when everybody bought a custom car, everything had a Rover in it.
Yeah.
You know, all British modified cars had a Rover in them. A lot of them did, you know. So I wanted to use
they'd be easy to get, wouldn't it? It was a powerful engine.
Oh, yeah,
to get.
They're not very powerful because they only made about 160 horsepower in the SDI.
They sound good, though, don't they?
They sound good. You got that burble.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use the Rover. So it's a Range Rover engine, but it's a low compression one, the very lowest compression they do.
Yeah.
So instead of the tin head gaskets, it's got carbon head gaskets on it.
Yeah.
To lower compression a bit more. And then on top of that, we run a T3, T4 hybrid turbo.
Yeah.
Which blows through a modified 650 Holly carb.
Yeah.
It kept blowing head gaskets. So now it has ARP head studs on it.
Yeah.
So, and that's been, touch wood.
Yeah.
A reliable.
Yeah.
Good engine. Probably makes 300-ish horsepower.
Yeah. I suppose the other beauty of the Rover V8 is it was always described to a degree half a Buick, which means...
It was a Buick engine, yeah.
It was a Buick engine, but it's sort of... You'll be able to source various custom parts and bits from America, won't you? Because, I mean, it was an American engine.
Yeah, you don't need to. There's so much available from here.
Yeah.
The only downside to the Rover is it's quite an expensive engine to build. If you want to get performance out of it,
yeah,
it gets expensive. Big valve heads and all that sort of stuff, it's expensive. So that engine of mine's completely rebuilt.
Yeah.
New cam chain, wheels, lifters.
Yeah.
Everything inside that engine is new.
Yeah.
So, and it's built for the turbo.
Yeah. But the thing is, you don't build them for performance, do you?
No.
It's just a good, reliable lugging engine.
Yes, it's a street car.
Yeah.
That is a street car. It's never, even though it has a roll cage in it.
Yeah.
It's never intended to be a race car.
Yeah.
It's a pure street-driven car.
Yeah.
You know, so,
but as time's gone on, I mean, what made you think I finished it? And a week later, no, I haven't, I want to do this to it. How does the evolution process go? Or do you just suddenly sit there at night and thinking, I'll do that? How much is that going to cost me?
No, the cost never really comes into it because you do a lot of it yourself. It's just parts, you know. But the drive is to make it drive as a normal car.
Yeah.
As wacky as the thing looks.
Yeah. The obvious answer is, why did you leave it as it was, which was a normal car?
Yeah, no, that was quite a good question, actually. No, it's a good reason. No, but you do it because you want that. You do it, obviously, you modify stuff because you want people to notice it.
Yeah.
And that's the first and most important bit, you know what I mean? So to me, the bodywork side of it, it was always going to be purple.
Yeah.
It's just the right shade of purple that it's done in now. It is correct for that car, or how I like it.
Yeah.
But it wants to be able to jump in it, start it up, and go to the shop in it.
Yeah.
Start it up and drive back.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted. I wanted a car I could drive whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
Not whenever it worked. You know what I mean? But now it's honestly it's pretty good now.
Yeah.
Pretty good car, you know.
So do you consider the Cortina finished?
Never will be finished.
Right.
Because we're always upgrading it. So it's just come out of a spell now where it's been upgraded again because We went to NSRA Supernats in it this year. 4 hours there, 4 hours back. The exhaust comes out the side. 4 hours down the A1.
Yeah.
It's not good with the windows down.
Yeah.
It's noisy.
Yeah.
So the exhaust now goes out just after the back axle.
Right.
So I've chopped it all up, modified it, and I've put exhaust cutouts in it now under the floor.
Yeah.
So if I want a bit of noise, I can make it a bit noisier.
Yeah.
But on normal driving, it goes out the back,
right
out the sides, and it's way quieter.
Yeah.
I mean, I started it up for the first time yesterday after doing all the bits and pieces to it, and it's so different. Yeah. And we've done the front suspension as well.
Yeah.
I modified that because I wanted to be able to adjust the camber of the wheels in and out at top. So I've made I jigged them up, the top wishbones, jigged them up, and I've made some CDS tubing ones.
Yeah.
So now I've got more room, and it's on 3/4 UNF adjustable polybushed ends.
Yeah.
So now I can adjust the front end, which I've been doing this morning before I come here.
Right.
Trying to set the angle up on the front wheels. So.
Is the engine finished, or do you see?
Engine's done. Engine's done. Engine is done. It runs nice, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not a race car. It's a street car, so it doesn't want to make stupid power.
Right. Now, talking of modifying things, your next ongoing project, Type 3 Volkswagen, which was the evolution of the Beetle.
Yes.
But had its engine, I'd like to point out, in the back.
In the back, yeah.
And yours is going to have a TVR V8.
In the front.
In the front.
Yes.
I mean, what gave you this idea? A Type 3 Volky?
I had a Type 3 when I was about 18.
Yeah.
We pulled out of somebody's garden in Westerham in Kent.
Makes a change from quite well.
So we pulled it out, and we obviously modified it in bits and pieces, lowered it because the cowlock scene was about.
Yeah.
So it's all lowered and that. And I got to wanting another one.
Because they're a rare car now.
Yeah, there's not many of them about, you know what I mean?
And you've got one and cut it up.
So, yeah, so I got one.
No disrespect.
No, the reason I cut it up, though, was because when I got it from a place called Harlow down near London.
Yeah.
It was cheap, but it was cheap for a reason.
Yeah.
The bottom 6 inches of the car had totally gone.
Yeah.
The whole front end looked like it had been shot with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So I brought the complete front end and all the bottom 6 inches from a place called Type 3 Detectives.
Yeah.
And I replaced the whole front end and the whole bottom 6 inches with an earlier car.
Yeah.
So it's got a 68 front end.
Yeah.
Grafted to a 72 back end with all the older panels put on it.
Yeah.
So it was always a mongrel, that car.
Yeah.
So it's never going to be worth anything.
Yeah.
So, and I decided that I would try and build the car in a year.
Yeah.
Using one of my frames, exactly the same setup as a Cortina. So XJ40 front and rear, Rover V8, RX8 gearbox.
Yeah.
Exactly the same car. But I didn't want to take 6 years building it.
Yeah.
So in 6 months, I built the frame, all the running gear on it.
Yeah.
Topped all the floor, all new floors in it, all new bulkhead in it. Engine in, gearbox in, exhaust built, 3-inch exhaust system all the way through the car. Everything built on that car in 6 months, body bolted on and everything. And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And it never really gained momentum after COVID.
Yeah.
Because the Cortina was still taking bits of time up with bits of running issues and stuff. And but just recently we've got back into getting that car ready.
So now you were saying to me you've widened the front, you've lengthened the front, and
yeah, it's putting a V8 in the front of it with keeping the bulkhead flat, so you've still got the interior space.
So it still looks like a Volkswagen inside.
It's still got the original Volkswagen dash, Volkswagen steering wheel.
Yeah.
Everything inside that car is Volkswagen apart from the seats, which are Mazda MX-5 because they're good for what I do.
Yeah.
But visually, that car is still a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
All the bumpers on it, all the trim on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the wheels are a bit bigger than what it came with, 18s and 20s on it. But visually, that car...
I conclude it'll be a TVWI, won't it?
Yeah, it will be, yeah. So but it looks stock, and it's going back in the colour when I first got the original Volkswagen, which is the Volkswagen Orange.
All right.
So it's just going to go orange.
Yeah.
With maybe bronze wheels or something. I don't know. Yeah, but the front end is actually 6 inches longer than was stock.
Yeah.
Just to give a bit more room for the engine and the radiator and all that stuff on the front.
Yeah.
For some reason, I decided to lengthen the front of the car a whole 6 inches.
Yeah.
So it's easy thinking about it, but when you actually come to do it, you think, why the hell did I do that?
Because not being funny, you'll have to lengthen the bonnet, the bonnet lid or boot.
Which is now the engine.
Every front panel will now have to be 6 inches longer than what it was.
Just that easy, is it? Because when you pull them apart, they don't line up again.
No.
So it changes all the angles of his shut lines and all.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare to do. Absolute nightmare. I've done it, and the car does look good.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Do you ever regret doing some things to them, thinking, why did I do this? It's made my life very difficult.
Yeah. I wanted to do more to it, to be fair. But I sort of got sidelined.
Yeah.
Because originally I probably wanted to sell the car down the line.
Yeah.
And keeping it more Volkswagen looking, I think it would sell better.
Well, I mean, that's the sort of car that a Volkswagen enthusiast would buy to a degree.
To a degree, yeah, because it still looks stock.
Yeah.
You know, you could put a set of Volkswagen wheels on it.
Yeah.
And it would look stock.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously you've got the V8 Rumble for the TVR engine, but it's actually got a proper TVR engine in that one.
Why TVR?
I got it cheap.
All right.
And I like the Rover setup. So the setup is the same as the Cortina.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same as the Cortina, but refined the Cortina.
Yeah.
As I've been using the Cortina. So then refinements ended up on the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
So that has adjustable top suspension arms and bits and pieces on it that I found going forward with the Cortina that it needed.
Yeah.
So every time I had something cut for the Cortina,
I
cut it for the Volkswagen as well.
Right.
So it's exactly the same car underneath, just different body on it.
Which, just out of interest, which engine? Because TVR used to take a V8 and put a variety of sizes.
It's the 3.5.
All right.
Just a standard 3.5.
Yeah.
That's got an intake manifold on it, and it will run a Holly 390 4-barrel carb on it.
Yeah.
Whereas the Cortina, obviously, with the turbo, it runs the 650.
Yeah.
So
what gearboxes have you got? Is it the box that came with the car?
No, it's got a RX-8 box, the same as the Cortina.
All right.
So I made an adapter for that as well.
Yeah.
Because that works really well in the Cortina.
Yeah.
It's such a nice box to use.
Yeah.
Such a nice box.
I mean, where do these ideas come from? It's like I said, you sit down at night and think, why don't I get a Volkswagen and put a TVR V8 in it? But not where it should be.
No. I've always been a bit like that with the cars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would just, you'll do something, not to prove a point, but,
I mean, if you think back, the Volkswagen engineers, off the books, put a 1.6 injection performance engine in the Golf, which was basically nothing more than a designed purely as I'd be very sexist now, a lady's shopping car.
Yeah.
Then they stuck a W8 in the back of a Golf. Fiat decided, I'll tell you what, why don't we see if we can turn a Panda into a 4-wheel drive? Because Signor Agnelli was embarrassed because he used to go up into the mountains in the Land Rover and his mates took the nick. Why haven't we got a Fiat 4-wheel drive?
Yeah.
And they turned the Panda into one-off that became an iconic car and they sell well, and I've had 4 of them.
The Fastback is a good car.
Yeah.
Because that did come with fuel injection.
Did it?
The last ones of them
Yeah.
had fuel injection on them. They were, because the engine it's basically a Beetle engine.
Yeah.
But the fan housing, instead of being on top of the engine, is at the back of the engine.
Right.
So it fits under the boot floor.
Yeah.
They have a boot on the Type 3,
Yeah.
front and back.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird. But they weren't a bad engine.
My Alpine's got a boot front of me.
Yeah. But with the engine being in the back, it hasn't got the upright housing on it.
Yeah.
So the fan's on the front. So it's a right compact low engine.
Yeah.
And they're quite a quick little car, really.
Yeah.
And they go well. But obviously, I wanted one that was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But stock, but to look stock, which he does.
Because I know one thing that has been done, because there are basically the Beetle engine was a flat engine, folk have shoved Subarus into them and things like that.
That is a common thing now, the EJ swap with Subaru in the back of them, yeah. A few of them put the Rover V8 in the back of them, believe it or not. You could buy an adapter plate and put a Rover V8 in the back. There is one, and I'm sure now it does the Santa Pod drag racing, and it's got a Rover V8 in the back of it.
Right.
In the back of a fastback.
Yeah.
But that's a regular pod car.
I suppose the problem is, given the fact they were air-cooled and you're putting in a water-cooled engine, is cooling them down, is keeping them cool. Because somewhere along the lines, the air that is naturally forced into them driving down the road isn't. Yeah.
But that's the big unknown of mine. So we're working on the Cortina. The Cortina has a massive rad in it. So I've done the same thing.
14 litres of water.
14 litres of water that car holds, yeah. Engine of rad, 14 litres. I brought a 100mm thick core rad.
Yeah.
I chopped the bottom off, chopped the top off, made a tank that was twice as wide as the radiator, so it's 200mm wide, and 4 inches deep. That sits on the bottom of the radiator.
Yeah.
And then I made a new top housing where the intake pipe goes through the radiator over the top of it.
Yeah.
So it's got a tank each side, and that's bigger than the top of the core as well.
Yeah.
So there's 14 litres of water in the engine and the rad. That thing runs as cool as a cookie all day in, all day long.
So will you have to do the same thing with the Volkswagen? Because ultimately, I know it's a custom-built chassis and everything else, but you're still dealing with a car that was rear-engined and air-cooled.
Yep. So it has got 2 holes in the front valance.
Yeah.
So I tried to make them look a bit like a Carman gear. A Carman gear has the 2 little slots in the nose.
Yeah.
So I've tried to incorporate that sort of look with a bigger hole.
Yeah.
And maybe we're probably going to have to put a slot in the bottom of the valance underneath the front bumper.
Yeah.
And that will draw air through the rad. But we'll have twin fans on.
I was going to say, I conclude you'll put bigger fans and everything else on that you can physically turn on.
Yeah, that will have 2 on that. The Cortina one, there's only enough room for 1 fan on the Cortina.
Yeah.
So, and you very rarely hear that fan come on.
Yeah.
Very rarely, because it runs that cold. But I think that runs about 85 degrees all the time.
Yeah.
I think it drops to about 80 on the move.
Yeah.
So it runs fairly cold.
Yeah.
But the Volkswagen, it'll be a bit of an unknown.
Yeah.
We might need to put some more slots in it somewhere. But that's the joy of doing it, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Now, even though the Volkswagen or the TVWR,
I like that. I quite like that. So I quite like that. Let's put that on the boot.
Yeah.
Just for a laugh.
You already have your next project in mind, which is a bit unusual, is this one, because you want to take part in, and you better explain what it is.
So it's drag and drive. So in the States, it's quite popular, really popular. So it's quarter-mile drag racing, and then there's 2 or 3 tracks, maybe 4 tracks you do in a week.
Yeah.
So the car's got to be taxed and insured, road legal.
Yeah.
The car has to drive from one track to the next track.
Yeah.
So in America, that's obviously a bigger deal.
Yeah.
Because you might have 500 miles between each track.
Yeah.
Or even more. So they do it overnight. So they're driving all weathers.
Yeah.
And some of their cars, like Tom Bailey's and Tom Bailey's car and Steve Morris's car.
Yeah.
3,500, 4,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
Doing a quarter of a mile in, I think Tom Bailey did it in about 595 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then jumped in it.
Yeah.
Drove it to the hotel and then drove it to the next track in the morning.
Because the thing is, you've got to have a trailer on the back.
You have a trailer on the back, so you run a set of street wheels.
Yeah.
A set of drag wheels in the trailer, all your tools in the back, all your spares in the back, just in case obviously you're going to break something.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to post a quick time. So there's all different classes. So in the UK, they do a street weekend.
Yeah.
A street week. So I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Because it looks a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So the car of choice might be a bit different.
It'll be comfortable.
It will be comfortable. It will be comfortable, but it will be. So the idea is to build a Rover P4, which is an iconic British car, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? A luxury, not a luxury car, but...
Well, they were a luxury car.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they always said Rovers were like middle to high-end management cars.
Yeah.
Whereas it's a car your bank manager or your vet drove around it.
I've always liked old British cars.
Yeah.
So, but obviously we wouldn't leave it standard. So, the plan...
It's totally shine we're talking.
The plan is, so once the Volkswagen is painted, which should be painted early in the new year.
Yeah.
I've just got one more panel to do on that bodywork it, and then that's the whole car's in primer, ready for the next step towards getting it painted.
Yeah.
So once that's painted, that's going to go home and put it in the garage.
Yeah.
And we'll put that back together at home. So that leaves a space down at the other garage. So we'll fill that with a P4.
Yeah.
So I've been collecting parts already. So we're going to two-door it, coupe it, so it's got a nice flowing back on it.
Yeah.
Possibly shorten it, depending on how the coupe job looks.
Yeah.
We're going to run one of my frames underneath it, but we're going to run the frame to look more like a Pro Mod with a cage on it.
Yeah.
So it's not a whole tube frame, it's more of a driving car frame.
Yeah.
We'll probably use a strut front end. We'll probably use a Ford 9-inch rear on ladder bars, on 4 bars. But we want to run a twin-turbo, 1,000 horsepower, small block Chevy.
Right.
But I want to do it on a carb as well.
Yeah.
So it'll all be blow-through as the Cortina.
Yeah.
So the injection's probably the wisest way to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about it. So I'll be honest, I know nothing about all the electronics on the car, so it'll have to be simple for me to run it.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm going to try and do it.
Yeah.
1,000-ish horsepower with a carb on it.
Yeah.
So, but the difference will become in the wheels. So I've already got the rear wheels, which are 24-inch by 15.
Yeah.
And we'll be running a 21-inch wheel on the front.
Yeah.
As narrow as I can find. And they're a two-piece split rim.
Yeah.
So, and we're running a 405 25-24 tyre on the back.
Yeah.
For street use.
Yeah.
And then for the racing purposes, we'll run a 15x15 with a big drag slick on.
Yeah.
And a narrow skinny front wheel. So that's the idea behind that.
Yeah.
Is to run a drag and drive P4 with 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah. I mean, do you sit down at night and sketch away?
I do, yeah. I've got loads of little doodles at home on pads and stuff, which if I get an idea, I'll just quickly write it down or draw it out or do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a good idea of what I'm building before I actually build the car already.
Yeah.
So the plan doesn't really deviate. What does deviate is the actual using the thing.
Yeah.
And realising that stuff don't work. And then you've got to change it. You know what I mean? When I built the Cortina, I had Hillam brake master cylinders and all sorts of stuff to try and make the car look smoother and cleaner. But it doesn't work.
Yeah.
When you want to maintain the car, how do you get to all the reservoirs when they're under the dash?
Yeah.
And all the dashes all wired up and it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I've changed loads of bits on that car to make it more workable and usable.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do to this one.
So have you found the Rover?
Not yet. No. We will find one. I'll find a shell.
Because I conclude, excuse me, people who modify old cars, I know full well, and that's one thing that I've no problems with, they will find the oldest, rattiest example they can find because they're not going to start completely pulling to bits a nice condition, fully restored car. They will use one that's basically out of the scrapyard.
That's right, yeah. And that's what I've done, I mean, the Cortina, that it was a rusty old car, you know what I mean? The Volkswagen was a rusty old pile of rubbish, really, saved. I look at it as though you're saving the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Rover will be, I won't be buying a car, full car. I'll just try and buy a shell.
Yeah.
Because all the floors are coming out anyway.
Yeah.
I only want the outer shell, and I've got to fabricate most of that because I've got to make the coupe bit work and I've got to convert the doors.
Yeah.
Because they obviously got 4 doors and the doors are aluminium.
All right.
On a Rover. The bonnet and the boot lid, I believe, are aluminium.
Yeah.
And the 4 doors are aluminium. So what I would like to do is build a 2-door, a longer door in aluminium.
Will they open the normal way? You're going to go for the suicide?
No, I'm not going to go suicide. No, they're nice and everything, but I'll just keep them going normal.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I like the old stuff, but I just like doors to operate as they should.
Yeah. So, I mean, in many ways, the P4 was more or less like a smallish limousine in its day.
Yeah, big old seats.
I can remember being a passenger in the back of one, and they were beautiful old things to be out and about it.
I mean, the ones I remember, they always had red leather interiors.
Yes.
Red leather interiors. They were like, seats were like 10-inch thick, you know what I mean? Like sitting in an armchair, weren't they? You know, but not quite going to go to that level inside, but we're still going to make
Will you try and retain like the walnut dashboard and everything else? And the other thing was they used to have this beautiful big spindly gear lever in them.
Maybe we'll, I think we might paint the wood on.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try and a bit of airbrushing. I've done a little bit of airbrushing in the past, so maybe we'll paint some wood on it somewhere, because we've just done the roller at work, and the wood in that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
That one for Altis.
Yeah.
That rod. Jason's done the wood on it.
Yeah.
Revarnished it and read it. That just looks amazing inside. Yeah. But so maybe something down that line, you know, just to bring it back to its bit of heritage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it will be a pure street-driven car, same as the Cortina.
Yeah.
Albeit with a bit of horsepower, this one.
Yeah.
I've always never really been into the horsepower, but...
Because you're not a speed man, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I've never been into fast cars.
Yeah.
Never really I've never had a fast car, to be honest with you. You know, so, but I think to do the drag and drive stuff, we've got to have something.
Because after you go, you'll look a bit strange doing 30. Then.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. And to be honest, 1,000 horsepower small block is fairly simple to do these days. You know, because they're making stupid horsepower from these American.
We'd be able to source it in England, or else we just get it from the States. Because I mean, lots of these engines are like in crates, aren't they? They just pick a crate.
Yeah. So a lot of the American stuff now, you know, your Hemis, your Coyotes, your LS engines now. A lot of them are all crate engines.
Yeah. So
you can buy a crate engine, complete with a wiring loom, plug and play. You know, so they are quite simple.
Yeah.
But I'll probably source everything over here. A friend of mine, Dan, he's got a Charger.
Yeah.
A General Lee lookalike thing. And he had 2 or 3 American cars.
Yeah.
So a friend of his does import a lot of stuff over from America.
Yeah.
In a container, I think once or twice a year.
Yeah.
So for some of the stuff, we might just have a word with Dan and say, look, can your mate get us this?
Yeah.
Because obviously we'll be running, hopefully, a small block Chevy, a 4LE80 gearbox, which will take a bit of abuse without going stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it on a mega budget. I've got to do it on a budget, you know what I mean? So,
and you'll need will you need a racing clutch, or are they a special clutch that they put in?
It'll be an auto.
All right.
It'll be an auto. Yeah. So he'll have like a manual trans brake in the gearbox.
Yeah.
For getting it off a line, stuff like that. I'm not fully up on the drag racing side of it because I've never really wanted to do it, but I will have to be when I start building the car.
Yeah.
Because you need some sort of trans brake to hold the car on the line before you set off. So there's a lot to find out about the general building of it, you know what I mean?
You'll have to learn how to warm your tyres at the back and all, won't you?
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a problem. But what Melon's house are real fast. I love this. It'll be fine. So
You'll be practicing at the Cortina and the Volkswagen, won't you?
I think I'll probably rip the back axle part of the Cortina if I try it in Cortina. But I don't mind the odd wheel spin in the wet, but never in the dry. I'll probably just rip it all apart. So no.
And will the Rover be the last, or will you have the urge to do something else?
I'm hoping so. There's something else.
Yeah.
Years ago, I started building a Mark III Escort van into a pickup. And I built this really crazy body kit for it.
Yeah.
More like a jewelry American.
Yeah.
But big arches on the back, big arches on the front, big wheels in it. And I was going to build it with an RS turbo engine.
Yeah.
But I sort of got halfway through it and then I had too many cars on the go.
Yeah.
So something had to go. So unfortunately, the Escort went.
Yeah.
But
you've regretted it ever since.
But I kept the body kit.
All right.
I've still got it. So I've got a front bumper, 4 wings, 2 side skirts, everything to build that car again. And it even had Subaru bug-eye headlamps in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bug-eye, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've still got them. I've still got all the bits that I was going to build that car with. And that's sort of the car. If the max power stuff does come back round again, I think that car is slotting quite nice, you know. So, but that'll be a crowd.
Your problem will be finding an Escort van, won't it?
It will be, yeah. And it's the early one with the little quarter windows.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be that one.
Yeah.
You know, so the rest of them don't look great. They did in Australia, they actually did a pickup Mark III Escort.
All right.
And you can actually buy them over here.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple for sale, but it's not the way you want to go, is it? You want to build it.
Yeah.
So you want to chop it up yourself. So it's all done. So, yeah. So, no, hopefully, you know, I've got a few years left yet, so I can build a few more, you know.
Yeah.
So most of my cars are a bit crazy.
And the other thing is, you're now storing a few magazines, aren't you, with the Cortina?
It's been a really good year, yeah. It's been a really good year with the Cortina. We've been invited to quite a few shows with the car. Car was in Retro Ford magazine beginning of the year. It's just featured in Copacetic.
Copacetic, yes. Yeah. The editor of which was a guest on the podcast a few weeks ago.
They did Retro Ford, the guy there, he did a really good feature on it. Copacetic magazine did a brilliant feature on it.
Yeah.
And I've now been asked for a feature in a magazine. I think it's called High Beam.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I was contacted through me from Facebook.
Yeah.
To see if I wanted to do the feature. They're coming out on the 13th of December to do the photo shoot for it. Sent him a load of paraphernalia, what the car is. So I think he's doing the write-up for it. So that's coming probably next year now.
TVWR is already attracting attention.
Yeah, this High Beam magazine I think they want to do a feature, but I think they're going to do a joint feature on that. I think they're going to do the Cortina and the Volkswagen at the same time, I think.
Right.
So that's, you know, so that gives me more emphasis to get it done then.
Yeah.
You know, to get it painted.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the Volkswagen will be on the road next year, but it should be a painted car sitting on its wheels. So that's what I'm hoping.
So and the Rover, that'll attract attention, won't it?
It will, probably for the wrong reasons, but it will get a attention. The wheel choice will not be popular.
Why?
To run it on the road, 24-inch rear wheel.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in the UK with 24s on.
Yeah.
Not yet. The Cortina, when I first did that, when I brought the wheels, that car, if I'd have built it then, would have been probably the only car in the UK on 22-inch rear wheels.
Yeah.
Because I brought them wheels 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're still on the car now.
Right.
So they were the first set of MB Imperias.
Yeah.
Or one of the first sets into the country.
Yeah.
I think Jamie Shaw had some on his TVR. Jamie Shaw used to run Charisma, and they built a Renault 5 Turbo.
Yeah.
With a fancy body kit, max power days. But he also built a gold Shimera TVR.
Yeah.
And he had 20s on it. And he had the MB Imperial wheels.
Yeah.
So he had the 20s, and I had 22s and 20s. Yeah. So, if I'd built that car then, it'd have been way ahead of its time.
From the sounds of it, you buy loads of parts ready for building something. You haven't decided what you're building yet.
Yeah, but you sort of know what you're building.
Yeah.
I've already got it in my head. I know what I'm building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need the wheels. So I got the wheels. I got 24-inch split rims. So I got them. I'll need a Ford 9-inch.
Yeah.
With 35 spline shafts in it to go drag racing. I'll need the 4L80 gearbox. I'll need the small block. I'll need a couple of turbos.
Yeah.
But then there's all the fabrication, which is the bit I like, to build that car. So from the frame up, everything's got to be built.
Most folk buy a car, then put accessories on it. You buy the accessories and then have to build the car to put them on.
Yeah, so basically, you just put in a shell over the top of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you can build exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And you can build it for a purpose.
Yeah.
So like the Cortina, that drives everywhere.
Yeah.
No trouble anywhere, no speed humps, everything goes over them. Even though it looks like it won't, it does. Because when you pull away, people expect you to be on air ride.
Yeah.
And it to lift up and drive off.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It just drives off.
Yeah.
And the wheels are still tucked up right up inside the bodywork.
Yeah.
The airlifted cars, they look mint on the showgrounds.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, when they pump them up and drive them up, you can see the top of the tyres.
Yeah.
And I don't like to see the top of the tyre.
Right.
The rims have got to be, I like my rims to be level with the wheel arches.
Yeah.
Or in case of the Cortina, the back wheel is halfway up inside the wheel arch.
Yeah.
So I like them really low. To look low.
Yeah.
Not be,
So basically, with Tony Shine, it's a case of watch this space or watch this spacer. I couldn't resist.
Spacer, yeah. We don't need spacers on these ones. But no, there's still a lot of work to do. The Cortina's just ever evolving.
Yeah.
The Volkswagen will get there, hopefully early next year. And the P4, as soon as that Volkswagen is at home, I will be buying a P4 shell. So, you've always got a couple on the go, so, yeah.
Tony Shine, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much for inviting me on.
No problem.